All right, guys. This is the last stock startup. I just put $5 in, which didn't do much because gas is at $4, but put $5 in, that way it wasn't empty. It wasn't on the light to begin with, but it'll have enough for like starting it and tuning it and stuff like that. Anyways, what's up, guys? Show Off 3.4 here, bringing you another vlog. So when I did my lowering kit, I said I think this is be the most nervous I'll ever be for an install. And I said even more nervous than my cam. I lied. Right now I'm on my lunch and I'm taking this truck over to Ryan's. Ryan's gonna bring me back to my van, so that way that's my transport and the truck's at his house. We're taking it to lunch because then after work, 5 hours later, we'll start working on it and it'll be cool. It will be cold and everything. It won't be so hot, so we can get going on it right away. But that's what I'm doing right now. Had to give it one last send. All right, I'm ready. It's the last time it's gonna sound like this. Well, not even a couple minutes later, I go to Burger King to get some food, grab the van. I put everything in the van for the cam, and my idler and pitman just snapped. So now I'm stuck here. This is great. This is freaking unbelievable. I literally starting off this cam video by taking my truck to Ryan's, you know, getting it all ready, get my van. I just wanted some Burger King, and my idler and pitman snapped. Well, my pitman arm did. Look at this. Right there. Ball joint snapped. So when I try and turn it, it just does nothing. You know, it's probably hard for you guys to see, but yeah. So now I got a tow truck coming. My work is literally, if it weren't for so many signs, you could see it. It's literally right down the road, but I can't move it at all. This is great, great beginning. A couple hours have passed. I spent the last half of the day at work, literally putting an idler, a pitman, outer tie rods, and inner tie rods all in this thing. So I got it back on the road, that way I can still continue on with my cam, because a couple things happen every time. Every time I've gone to go do this cam now, a couple times, something has always popped up. So that happened today and I was like, no way, I'm getting this thing done and we're doing the cam. So got it done, $400 later with a tow truck and all the parts. And then we're gonna keep trucking and go check the truck apart right now. Well, all right, this piece of junk is back on the road for now. So it's time to start tearing this other vehicle I own apart. Okay, I've got the coolant draining. We are going to pull the motor. You obviously don't have to, but I really want to paint it. And it'd be really nice, because like those heads, no, obviously it's not possible. Millions of people have cammed these HEMIs without taking them out. But it'd be really nice to just have me and Ryan work on both sides of the engine at the exact same time. It'd be really stupid easy, and again, I want to paint it. So we're gonna pull the motor. It'll just be really easy to do everything with the motor. Like, yeah, it'll take longer pulling it out, but then it'll be faster building it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get it ready to pull, and then probably pull a bunch of the accessories off and like the intake and stuff. And then we'll pull it out. All right, Got the water pump off.
Violently?
Violently, yes. Also took 30,000 volts. But dude, that made the motor look like so much smaller.
So much less intimidating.
Yeah, it really did. Like that was a lot of front accessories.
That thing was glued on there.
Yeah, it's never been off since I've owned it. Okay, now we pushed it inside. I'm gonna start taking front drive accessories off. So I can, honestly these AC lines are really stupid. And they're way down there, and because we gotta take all this off anyway, I'm gonna take the alternator off, power steering pump off, jack it up, take the fender liners out, so we can get to the header bolts. Start taking stuff off. Truck's in the air. Got a couple more accessories off. I'm gonna go ahead and take the fender liners out so that we can get to the header bolts real easy. And then I'm gonna start doing trans stuff so that we can take this motor out. Okay, it's been about maybe 30 minutes.
That's probably about an hour.
I took some brackets off. I forgot my light. I'm gonna bring it on Friday, but you guys can see good for now. I pulled the starter off, just disconnected it, drive shaft, just so I can get stuff out of my way. We're waiting to do a lot of trans stuff until Friday when we can get his long extension. He did a lot of harness stuff, and now we're pulling fuel line, and we're gonna at least get this intake off.
Fuel line's done.
Sick. It's not connected.
Uh-oh. No.
Oh, this. Oh, no, that's not connected either.
Oh, well. Forgot that's not connected down anymore. Yeah. That thing's heavy. It's a big intake. Oh, it's got the active runner thing, I think, like Fords do.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Ford. Oh, there's a lot.
Wow.
These heads need to be clean, and these intake valves are huge.
Oh, those heads are disgusting.
Yeah, these are disgusting.
Yikes. That's I put this on last year.
I need to get my valve covers and my catch can on then. I'm ordering my stuff.
I know HEMIs are really bad. I've seen a lot of that.
Okay, look at this. Here, I'll do it on this port here. That one's not as bad. This one here is pretty bad. So you can see the carbon falling into the chamber.
Oh, that's terrible, dude.
And don't freak out because like these heads are coming off. So if it falls down in there.
Yeah, we're not even close to being anywhere close here.
Heads are getting disassembled and cleaned. Wow, this one's bad too. Like I can literally scrape. Like,
come on.
That's just straight carbon and oil.
Oh my, dude, that's terrible. All right, we got the intake off. Trans is almost ready to come out. We're just waiting on.
Trans isn't coming out.
Well, no, but trans is almost unbolted. We're just waiting on an extension. Only 3 bolts in it. And then, what else have we got?
Gotta unplug the AC compressor, which that's 30 seconds.
Yeah, motor mounts.
Motor mounts.
All right, guys, day 2 for me. It's now Friday night, and last we left off was motor's about ready to come out. So we just gotta take the last couple of bolts out of the bell housing for the trans, motor mounts, AC compressor, and we're gonna start pulling the motor. We're really hoping that these headers come out with the engine because I really just don't want to take them off. I put locking clips on them because my bolts are backing out. I really just don't want to take them off until they're out of the truck. So we're hope and pray they come out with it. Ah, yes, we're back. Back at it. Okay, I got there's 2 bolts in the trans left. And then all we got to do is disconnect the motor mounts, disconnect the trans. So we're gonna push the truck back a couple feet, that way we can get the tray picker here without problem and pull it out. All right, we got the motor mounts out. Trans is disconnected and jacked up, sturdy.
I'm gonna put something in between.
It's ready to come out. All right, there it is. I gotta try and get a sick pic of this.
You want the Firebird in the background?
Motor's out of the truck. That was a little more work just because being lowered is kind of a pain in the butt.
And headers.
Deal with stuff in the trans and the headers made it a pain, yeah. But oh man, we are dumb. Nothing wrong with this engine.
There is now.
All right, I want to zip a valve cover off. I want to dig into this thing. All right, so the past like hour, we were running around. We went to Home Depot to go find some bolts because the bell housing bolts to mount it to the stand, they're not long enough to go through the bracket. So we went to Home Depot. We only had like 10 minutes to do this. Went to Home Depot, lined the bolts up, and they ended up not being right. So, yeah, we don't know how. They've got to be able to fit through this, and then obviously and some, so it can thread in. And we don't have any. The bell housing bolts are like, go to like here. So, we're gonna have to do something, being it's like 9:30, we're gonna have to do something tomorrow. I'm gonna have to find some bolts or something. So we can't put on the stand as of now, but I'm still gonna go ahead, take the valve cover off, both valve covers off, and maybe like, I'm gonna take the headers off. Look at that.
So it looks like your intake push rods are shorter than your exhaust push rods. Do you have torque specs for all this stuff?
He's gonna give them to me.
Okay.
He's got them all. Cool. Wow, it looks pretty good in there.
It does.
Pulled this one side off, and end of this rocker arm's got some
Like pitted in it.
pit
A
and
little bit of damage to it.
you guys can see it in the glare and the
You can feel
blur,
it,
but
you can feel it in your fingernails.
oh, there it was. Yeah,
It's like it's pitted or something in the casting or whatever.
but the tip of the valve's good.
Yeah, I'd replace it just to be safe.
Okay, so I pulled the intake I pulled the rockers off, pulled all the rockers off, checked them out. All I could see, I gotta look at the first two again. I think I didn't look at the ends, but I'm gonna look at these again anyway. But this one right here was the only one that had some pitting in it and looked different than the others. Everything else so far is looking good. Now I'm not gonna record it, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the headers off just to get those out of the way. Okay guys, I think that's where I'm gonna end it for this video. Recorded pulling the HEMI out of the truck and started a little bit of a teardown. So I had to go, today is a new day and I'm actually making a new video today. I had to go get bolts, actual correct bolts, and I don't even know if they're correct yet, we're gonna check, but I got a nut to thread on both, so I think they should work. Got the headers off, valve covers pulled, and we saw inside of the motor. I was really, really happy with what I saw inside the motor. Everything looks great. So now we're gonna take the heads off, send them out, paint it, pull the cam, put the new cam in, put the heads back on. We're pretty much on track where I wanted to be. We're a little behind, but we can make it up today. I'm real happy and excited. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you're able to see the next video and watch this whole series. And I'll see you in the next one.